Okay, so it looks like I'm going to head on to the headlights next. These things are really bad shape. Well, there's a good piece. These things are, yeah, really bad shape. This one here's got a lot of lead in it. This looks to be about the best one out of the 5. And then this will be the second best. So my plan will be to strip them down, find the best 2, and then start cutting parts out of the other ones to patch the best 2 together. And then once I get that done, I have to make the fronts. This is the only one that has anything on the front. The rest of them are like totally rotted off. Okay, so I got the headlights all stripped down. Wire brushed the rust out of the inside. And I'm just going to take pieces and patch them back together. Until I end up with 2 headlights. So the insides, I'm not worried about how great they are because I'm going to use POR 15. They'll outlast me and it'll kill the rust that's in there. Okay, I'll get to welding them up and see how they turn out. Okay, started getting first patch in. Tacked it along that seam. Now I've got to squeeze this together and just keep cutting along the seam until I make it to the other side. Like, I'm just tacking it, cutting a bit more, tacking, cutting a bit more. It ain't gonna be perfect, but I think it's gonna work. Not too bad. A little bit of a dent right here. I still have to get out. It was a little worse shape there than I thought. I wish I had went a little further with it, but but it's going to be usable. Still have to figure out how I'm going to mount a headlight in here. That's tomorrow's issue though. Okay, so I have the headlight shell made up. I have to make this ring so I can lock it on, and I also have to make something to hold the headlight up and down. This is like from an old Chevy too. It's really rotten, not much good. So I gotta find something in my junk pile to make something like this to hold the headlight and to be able to lock this on. Okay, I'll hit the junk pile and see what I come up with. So I found this piece of 10 gauge sheet metal. It's been sitting around a long time. And what I'm going to do with it is I've cut out these discs, 8-inch, okay, and what I need to do is have, so I can lock this ring on over top of the headlight, and then I've got to make it just a ring, approximately 3/4 of an inch wide, and I'm just going to cut slots in it, like right here, the 3 slots to lock in the headlight, and then I'll get some better stainless steel rings, but these rings here will screw down onto the 3/4 inch ring that I'm making, and I'll just cut these off straight as I can, weld in that ring that takes care of mounting the headlight and the ring for the front. Then all I have to do is figure out how I'm going to mount them on the car, because I cut out the mounts. They were all rotted, and yeah, I got to figure out how I'm going to mount them. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay, back once I get some more done. Okay, so I got them all welded up. I still have to make a mount in the bottom. So what I did is I took the 10 gauge, cut the rings out. I just did it with an angle grinder and then cleaned them up with a flap wheel. Then I found the 3 little grooves that I had to put in for the back of the headlight to lock the headlight in the right position. Now, if you ever do this, you got to make sure you clock it right, because you got to have the headlight in the right position. So yeah, the finishing ring, or the cover ring. This here is the little chrome ring that holds the headlight in. And then the headlight just fits in the 3 little slots. Now I just marked the bottom here with just drilled a little hole in it, so I know where the bottom is when I go to put the mounts in, which will be the next thing I work on. Only one headlight died in the building of them. Okay, it took a lot of parts and pieces to make 2. So out of the 5 that I started with, I still have 2 junkers left and then 2 good ones. So I basically just chopped one up to make all the parts I needed for these 2 here. Turned out okay. Once I get primer shot on them, and very thin coat of Bondo in a few spots. They look good, I hope. Okay, back once I get the mounts made up. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I took these out of two of the old headlights. They're in rough shape. I still got to finish cleaning them up. But that's the thicker metal support for the inside of the headlight. I cut these down to as small as I can make them. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to bolt them into the bottom of the headlight, weld them in, and then take my torch and heat up the tin on the outside and pound it into this dish. That's going to be my mount for the headlight itself. So I'll get it done and show you how it turns out. Okay, so that's the two headlights done. Ready for body work. I still have to make the mount for it. I've got to figure that out. I've got to put all the rad nut back on in order to figure that out. So that'll be in the next couple of days. I'll get to that. Okay, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, ring the bell, hit the like button, share on Facebook and Instagram, and let everybody know about it. I'll be splitting my time between working on my truck and this one over here. I just have to hang the doors and put on the back and make a roof for it. So it's a friend of mine. So I'll be working on both of them for the next few days together, just going back and forth. All right, thank you for watching. Bye.